So one of my clients came to me for anxiety and they're like, Adil, every time we go to bed, we clench our jaw like this. And then after we wake up with the same clenched jaw like this. And they're like, it's really bothering us because obviously, their teeth are being affected and it's just a very uncomfortable way to be. So now I had an idea why they would do that, but remember, during my sessions, I realized always expect the unexpected. So what came out from the session was the reason that they clenched their jaw is that every time they went home to a very toxic environment where their father was having affairs and he was just being really mean to everybody, and the mother was feeling trapped and emotional about it, and then both the parents would sort of lash out at their child, at my clients. And so over time, my clients, of course, they developed anxiety, also depression, and also every time they went home, they just felt that this was not a safe environment. Now, the key phrase here is safe environment. My client did not feel safe at home, therefore their body reacted by clenching their jaw. Now, why do we clench our jaws? Why do we tense up our muscles? It's because back in the day when our ancestors were hunters and gatherers, they needed to tense their muscles every time they faced danger so that they could run away, the fight or flight response, so that they could save and protect their physical being. However, nowadays, we're no longer in those situations where we need to tense up, where we need to fight or flight or flee. So it's really weird because things around us like agriculture, technology, they have really evolved, but our minds are still very primitive. So my client felt very unsafe in that environment, which led to the clenching of their jaw. After the session, they no longer felt the need to clench their jaw. Again, it's all subconscious. It's not that logically they're like, oh yes, from now on, I will no longer clench my jaw. Logically, they knew that they should not do it, but automatically they were doing it. So after the session, they no longer do it because they know that, okay, yes, it is a challenge. It's not like, oh, everything is hunky-dory now. No. The environment that they're in is a challenge, but they no longer have to be in survival mode and cause their body to react in such a way that they're in danger, because they were never in danger. And when you look at things from that perspective, that, okay, yes, it's just a challenge. It is not an actual threat to my life. Things just seem much, much easier than when you had a different perspective.